Hey guys, what's up? It's Lucas here, or you might know me better as Mom Staff, or you might know me better as Shifty Badger, the Marth player from New England. I was mentioned in Calvar's recent Neutral B video, and known for my reverse Neutral B back on the stage to allow for an edge guard situation where you either pretty much regular neutral B or you can charge it and then you can vary your distance. But I'm not going to go over that today since Calvar already went over it and he did a wonderful job explaining it. Now, today I'm going to go over the one-handed neutral B Marth ledge stall. Now, this is a technique that I haven't really seen people document. We all know about the neutral B ledge stall where you use the C stick and you pretty much neutral B at the exact moment that you jump, right? And even that's kind of hard. But so I've been messing around with my controller, and I've been trying to find ways where you can burn that jump, the second jump right off the ledge, and immediately neutral B to grab ledge again. And I believe I found a semi-consistent way of doing that. It involves a pseudo half circle input, which I know a lot of people are very, they don't really like doing that, but it's something that I've noticed. Unless your controller has very good snapback, in which then you can just skip that half circle skip. But so let me start off by showing you what it would look like. So essentially, let's do this. Let's try and get some in a row. Okay, so as rough as that was, I'm so sorry. It's like one in the morning right now. Basically the way that it works is you burn your second jump by immediately hitting back left off of the ledge, right? And then in response to that, when you do a half circle, and it depends on if your controller's snapback is good enough. If your controller's snapback is good enough, you'll be able to neutral B, and you won't even have to do the full half circle forward. You'll be able to do something like this. So there's that for the example. Much like normal neutral B, it stalls and it will hit your opponent up to about, it depends on the stage, but generally Marth down tilt range for tipper area is where it will hit. And also, like the neutral B ledge stall, your opponent can ledge steal from you. They can also interrupt you by crouch canceling and just simply throwing out an attack that will knock you away. It's pretty much used for stalling, and if your opponent is, let's say you've been doing a lot of get on stage pivot grabs recently. It's a good way to mess up your opponent and mix them up a little bit. So I've noticed that when doing the neutral B ledge stall that I've developed, it's more often than not lenient towards the right side, or at least my controller's snapback is very lenient towards this side more so than the other one. And I'm not sure if that's a controller thing or if that's the way that it just kind of reads, because I believe there's an offset for every controller has an offset. I don't remember the exact decimal amount, but it's offset a little bit, no matter what it is, unless it's a hitbox or something, and then I believe it's a flat 0. But I've noticed that when on this side, I can do it a little more consistently than the opposite side. And yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. So it's just something I wanted to show you guys. The interesting thing is about this, if you get the semi far out Dolphin Slash, or sorry, Neutral B Shield Breaker, you can actually still grab stage depending on how far out it is by holding forward, because Marth's ledge box will still grab it. It's kind of hard to do intentionally, but it is certainly something to note. Alongside with the neutral B ledge stall, the way that the other people do it with the C strict drop is you have to be careful, because if you do miss, you will have to side B to get the height to up B, and no matter what you do, when doing this stall, you won't be able to get on stage unless it's by sweet spotting the ledge. And even then, as I said before, your opponent could crouch cancel, and they could down smash, they could down tilt, they could down air you, they could grab ledge from you, and you pretty much want to use this as sparingly as possible, because if your opponent catches on to you doing a lot of these neutral B ledge stalls, then it's just going to be trouble for you, and you really you really want to use this sparingly, because the more you do it, the more prone you are to getting edge guarded, and then you lose a stock, and that could be the last stock of the game for you, and no one would want to go out that way. But yeah, that's something I've been working on. I have the inputs, hopefully in the input viewer on the screen, but I'm going to go over it one more time. Essentially, you drop off with upright or back up and back, and then you're going to go pretty much almost a full circle like this. And depending on your controller's snapback, you can actually stop it right here and go back to neutral, and it will still count as a full circle or a half circle. And it's a little tricky. I'm still not that good at it. I'm not good at a lot of things, honestly, but snapback is a very important factor in this technique. So if you have a controller with good snapback, this will certainly help you out. And again, this is all, this isn't necessary, but I find this a little bit more, a little bit easier to do, because you don't have to have your hand in a claw grip like so to do the neutral B ledge stall. And I personally don't like doing it that way. But I also found that it would be more important, because that way if your opponent hits you, you can at least attempt to SDI, depending on if it's a multi-hit move that they're hitting you with when you're trying to do it, or let's say you get forward smashed. You still have that influence for DI, because your hands aren't going to be down on the C stick to do this. Your hands are going to be on the analog stick, so you can DI, SDI, and do anything that you need to normally do without having to sacrifice that hand positioning. So this was just something I wanted to do. I know it's not really quick, but I just thought I'd go over it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I can find some more things to go over with in the future. Not just neutral B stuff, but some other Marth stuff as well. Thanks again for watching, and I hope this helps a lot of people develop some new strategies with the neutral B on ledge.